Thanks for joining us today. My name's Mavis Robinson, and I'm here today with Dick Menkello. Dick is a somewhat new to Bourne resident, only new because he wasn't born here. So we want to talk to Dick about the experience of moving to Bourne and integrating into our community, which he's quite active in. So Dick, thanks for joining me today.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being here. So tell us about, I know you started here, did you start here as a summer person? How did you discover our little town?
Yes, my mother and father had retired down here.
Yep.
Excuse me, in the 70s. And I was working in Boston at the time, and we used to come down during the summer, you know.
Yep.
And
they were from Boston?
They were from Boston.
Yep.
They both worked for the MTA for quite a few years.
Oh, wow.
And when they retired, they came down here. And in turn, I popped down here in the summer. We used to come down, my wife and the kids. And then
and where did they go? Where was your first spot?
We had a little cottage in Wareham, Wychunas Ave, and they converted it to a year-round.
Okay.
It was just a summer cottage. They converted it to year-round, but then after a while, Father said it's too small, so they bought this other house on Head of the Bay Road.
Okay.
Or Puritan Ave, Puritan Road, and. In '95, when I retired, they both had passed away, so I moved down here with the family. Mm-hmm. And we've been here since.
Okay,
and it's been a good, I've enjoyed it. It's a great place.
Yeah, yeah.
Great place to be.
What did your wife think when you introduced the idea of leaving the city and coming to Bourne?
It was a little sketchy for her. I was afraid she might not adapt, but she did.
Yeah.
She adapted. She enjoyed it down here. She liked it very much.
Yeah, yeah.
And
and did you move with your children as well?
My daughter was married. They live in Middleborough. Mm-hmm. So she had married and moved to Middleborough before we moved down here.
Okay.
And my son was, he was still working up in Boston, and then he moved down here a few years ago. Got a job down here. Well, actually more than a few years ago, but he had an apartment, and then his landlady remarried and sold a house, so he ended up moving in with me. I said, you might as well come down here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he's been with me since.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, it's good to have him close by.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he helps me out because my wife is she's up at the Royal.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Over in Buzzards Bay. Yeah.
She's only 5 minutes from the house.
Yeah. And I've met your son. He helps out here at the station too. So he's a nice guy. So I mean, what was it like? You know, you're here as a summer person, and then all of a sudden you've done the retired, major life change. You've moved from, where were you living before?
Arlington.
Arlington. So you moved from Arlington, whole new town. How did you integrate yourself into the community? What did you end up doing to be involved here?
I got involved with the Council on Aging and the Senior Center. My mother and father used to do a lot of work for them too.
Okay.
She was always active there.
And what are your parents' names?
Mark and Josie Menkello.
Okay.
Menkello.
Yeah.
And when they moved down here, they got involved. In fact, my father started the first AARP chapter down here.
Oh, okay.
He was the first, he said, geez, you need a senior chapter. So he started one.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they were very active down here.
Yeah. And the name Menkello, I was commenting, I asked you how to pronounce it before we got started.
Yeah.
So that's sort of an unusual name. You don't see a lot of, I've never seen that spelling before, and it seems like any Menkello is in your family.
Anybody that spells it like that is a relative.
Yeah, yeah.
My grandfather changed it when he first came from Italy in 1910 or whenever, somewhere around there. Mm-hmm. He changed it because he was interested in being a cop in Boston. And,
okay. And he thought it would be a more
American-sounding
name.
More Americanized.
Yep.
So he changed it. And
what was it to start?
Menkello.
Okay.
And so I get questions about it. So how come there's a K in it?
Right, right.
Italian alphabet doesn't have a K in it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I said, well, I says maybe when they translated it at the State House, something happened in translation.
It sounded close enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
So was. It's, as I said, it's been anybody that spells it like that is a relative.
Yeah, yeah.
And some people have trouble with it. I said, just rhymes with Jello. That's all you do.
Rhymes with Jello.
If you can't spell it.
So I don't know if I haven't formally introduced Captain for this episode, but he is my co-host, and every now and then he'll want to greet the guests, and he might have a question later. We'll let him just sort of investigate, and he might have a question later. But for now, we'll just kind of.
I'll try to answer it.
Yeah, he'll guard us. So your parents were very involved. It sounds like volunteering was really something that you learned, as a family value.
Yeah, I was wanted to get involved, and I started when we had the old building. I started my wood carving group then.
The old building, the old senior center.
The old senior center.
Okay.
Yeah, I started my wood carving group a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I've had different people on and off, but it's a good group.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
Nice people. It's been enjoyable.
Yeah. And are you getting together and making things? Are you instructing
Yes.
people? What is
Well,
it?
if new people come in that want to learn how to carve,
Yeah.
I usually supply the wood
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
and give them some ideas. I usually start them off with a simple project, just to get used to using a knife and learn about wood, and they progress from
What's
there.
the first thing you would, if I wanted to learn how to carve?
I have
what's the
about
first thing
3
you'd have me do?
projects. I have a little letter opener
Okay.
and a whale
Oh wow.
and a sandpiper.
Oh nice. Yeah.
And it's this wood carving is like grouped in maybe there's 3 phases to it. There's relief carving where you dig out a block, a panel.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's sculpturing, which could be bird carving or just carving figures.
Yep.
Anything like that is sculpting. And then there's decorative, like chip carving.
Okay.
It's a special decorative
Yeah.
way to carve wood. So there's like 3 phases to it, I guess you could call it. And I do them all. I used to teach in South Yarmouth. I was teaching down there, helping a friend out down there a few years ago. And the fellow that was teaching it his wife had some problems. He ended up moving to California. So I took his place I worked there for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all my students went to Florida. I had mostly women,
Yep.
and they all went to Florida.
They all went
in
to
the
Florida.
winter,
So
I lost my
your
class.
current group, I'm suddenly thinking I'd love to learn how to carve a whale. Like how would somebody take your class? Is it available to the
they
general
just come
public?
in. I have women in the class. In fact, I had a nice, lovely couple from New Bedford.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, when they moved, I used to teach on Monday mornings,
Yeah.
10:30 to 12. And then when they moved me to Wednesday, said, "Oh, gee, we have something function that they go to, and she said, we can't change it at this point."
Yep.
So I lost them, unfortunately. But oh yeah, they were very involved. They wanted to learn how to carve
Yeah.
wood. So they were more into relief carving.
Okay.
And I just give them a hand, and I supply the wood and
So
some tools, and
yeah.
just show them how, as I said, starting from scratch. Usually just start with a knife, simple knife and a piece of wood, and you'll have to learn about the grain,
Yep. Yep.
and that when you do that, you carve a simple thing. It helps you move it along, and
Yeah.
then you can progress, and it gets more involved.
Yeah.
When you start to get more involved piece, but.
So if someone was interested in taking your class, how would they go about doing that? Would they contact the Bourne Senior Center?
Bourne Senior Center.
Okay. Yeah.
Just come in.
And is it open? What's the minimum age? Do you have to be 65?
No, it
or?
doesn't matter.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. All right.
We don't get any kids because of course they're in school. So
Yeah, yeah.
We wouldn't get any kids, but it doesn't matter. If
Okay.
anybody that comes in,
Yeah.
if you want to learn how to carve, just.
And there's a fee for it, I'm sure, right?
No,
No
I don't
fee.
charge.
Okay. Wow. That's great.
I don't charge the center, and I don't charge anybody coming in. So
Wow.
it's a freebie.
Wow. That's great.
And I supply the wood.
Yeah.
Usually I supply and or they can actually buy blanks if you're carving birds.
Okay,
So
something
you
just
can, yeah,
to
you-
get started
there's,
with?
I have catalogs.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so, and I usually don't have them get too involved with tools.
Mm-hmm.
They're very expensive.
Okay.
So somebody may, you know, you're gonna spend $35 for a tool,
That does one thing.
and you, yeah,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
decide I don't like this.
yeah, yeah.
It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you know, now you have a $35 tool that you can't get rid of. So
Yeah.
I don't encourage buying tools until you're into it.
So you just keep
And
it
then
simple.
Just buy, yeah, here's a tool you might need, buy that one.
Yeah, yeah.
And then as you use those tools, you learn, you know, gee, I could use one of these tools.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can get that one. And
Yeah.
You build up your collection.
Yeah. Well, that's, I mean, it's an interesting hobby, and you've now got me thinking. That's something that I want to learn. But I also, now, as far as hobbies go, when I, met you for the first time, which I thought today,
Yeah.
I realized I've actually seen you before, because you're
Right.
very involved in a lot of different things in town. And another thing that's sort of an interesting, prominent hobby is you're involved with the blacksmith shop at for the the Bourne Society for Historic Preservation.
Yes.
What can you tell us about that? How did you get involved with that?
I got involved with that. There's a friend of mine, Jim Ellis. He's a blacksmith. His family's been blacksmithing for over 100 years.
Yeah.
And he's down in Barnstable.
Okay.
And he has a shop down there, and he used to, he still has it, I think. He does it for the town of Barnstable.
Yep.
But I got involved with him a long time ago. I got interested in blacksmithing because I wanted to make my own tools.
Okay. For carving?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I make my own tools. So I'm in the New England Blacksmith
Yeah.
organization.
Now
And
I've seen you at the
at the Forge.
at the Booth Forge.
Alonzo Booth.
Yes, yes. But that's not where you do your work. Do you work at?
Yeah, no, I do that. I have a small setup at home
Okay. Yeah.
that I can use.
Yeah.
But most of the work I do is at the Alonzo Booth Forge.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I do most of it there. We open in the summer. We'll be opening in June to September.
Okay.
We open 2 days a week. We open on a Tuesday, 2 to 4, 1 to 4, and Saturday.
Okay. Okay.
So that's when.
And so are you there those hours?
I'm usually there.
Yeah.
And then we have special functions sometime. We have Christmas. We have Christmas and Bourne, which is
That's sort of a big. Yep.
That's a couple of weekends, you know.
Yep. Yep. And that's
People roll
usually the
through.
first weekend in December.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have the Forge, and we've had the kids. The kids come in from the grade school.
Yep.
They ask some interesting questions.
Yeah. Well, it is kind of exciting because you think the fire is interesting,
Yeah.
and you're really watching. You really get a sense when you watch you that you're seeing a piece of history. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
and it's amazing to me that you're actually producing something that you could use today. It's
Oh,
not
yes.
it's not just an act. You're not just pretending to be a blacksmith. You're actually making things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what had happened, I think when welding come in, blacksmithing said, well, if I can weld, I can do the same thing.
Right. Right.
But not quite.
Yeah.
There's a lot of more artistic things, and you find a lot of women that decide they start welding because they're doing art pieces.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And blacksmithing, it goes hand in hand. There's a high school, Assabet Valley High School, trade school. As part of their metalworking, they don't call it machine shop or any of that. They call it welding. It's a metalworking.
Okay.
And those kids are unbelievable. They do some great work.
Yeah.
And when I was working down here, what had happened is Jim Ellis, who I mentioned, Alan Green, great guy. He was running the forge. When they
Okay.
moved the forge from, I think it was on County Road, excuse me, it was on County Road. They moved it, stones and all,
Yeah. Yeah.
to that lot
Okay.
where the house is, the Briggs McDermott. And he was looking for a blacksmith.
Yeah.
He wasn't a blacksmith.
So is it an old
Excuse
forge?
me.
It's a genuine, or is
Oh
it a
yes,
reproduction?
that was a genuine shop. The back part, the barn was added later.
Yeah.
A fellow named Nye, he bought the shop from Booth, I guess, and he ran it as a blacksmith and welding shop, I think.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So Alan took it over as his project for the Preservation Society, and he was looking for somebody to help him, and that's when I got involved with it.
Yeah.
So he called me, and I said, "Sure, I'll help you out." And it was a good association. He was as I said, Alan was a beautiful guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I liked him like like my father.
Yeah, yeah.
But so we worked there quite a while. He just passed away a few years back.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was a good association, and
That's a nice connection to make with somebody too. Yeah.
And I've been running it ever since. So.
Nice. Wow. Wow. So on any given day, or on a Tuesday or Saturday, in
Saturday,
the summertime,
we're there.
People could go and visit you. Do they need to make an appointment in advance? Or?
No. They
Okay.
just drop in,
Yeah.
and it's amazing how a lot of people that live around here don't know about it.
Yeah.
And I have a fellow named Mike Kelly that he comes in and helps. Now he's getting more involved with it, so him and I, he's my other cohort in there.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, it is. I mean, it's fun to watch. I think I was one of those people who lived around here and didn't really know what was going on there. But the times that you have those special events are opportunities. You know, when you suddenly see a lot of people there. I remember going to an event where you were blacksmithing, and there were people in colonial dress, and you were serving switchel, and it really was a fun, good time, and amazing to.
It's an interesting place.
Yeah,
it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And the society they usually have a theme every year, old clothes of the era, but it's they're great people.
Yeah.
Great people to work with.
Yeah, so it's the Bourne Society for Historic Preservation, and you folks have a website, and I know your special events are often listed on the website. And you know, in our organization, which is the Bourne Historical Society, we're really sister partner organizations. I mean, some people will get us confused, which is okay because we talk to each other. And
they do.
Yeah.
They don't realize it's two different groups.
Right. But
it is good that we work together occasionally. And
yeah, definitely.
Good things going.
Yeah. So now, when you having a unique name is interesting because I did. Oh, hi, Captain. Did you have a question for Dick? Yeah. Oh, you wanted to know about his music? Captain was curious about. He noticed on the internet that it showed that you were involved with music.
Oh yes.
You were in a band. You're a musician. How did?
Oh,
tell us about that.
I started that when I got out of the army. I played before I went in the army. I used to play by ear.
Yeah.
I was a drummer. And then after I came out of the army, I pursued it. So I took drum lessons for a while, and then within about a year, I was playing in small groups. I got with a couple of small bands. That's how I met some of my closest friends.
Yeah.
You know, we've been
and you were playing
friends
in and around Boston?
all over Boston.
Okay.
Weddings, bar mitzvahs.
Yep. So like a big band style? What type
Well, we
of
had
music?
a big band. We had an 18-piece band, the Continentals, up in Reading. I think they still play. Usually we just did work in the summer.
Okay.
We'd get big jobs. Most of it was small group work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I played a million weddings.
A million weddings.
and some tough joints too.
Yeah. Well, being in clubs, I mean, you must have seen a lot. Any stories
Oh,
that
the
stand
clubs-
out from those days?
Well, there was one club in City Square. It was right outside of the Navy Yard.
Okay. Charlestown.
And we used to play there. And of course, the sailors, they'd come in and get drunk, and they'd start throwing beer bottles at the band.
Straight out of a movie. That's, oh my gosh.
So the owner put up a net in front of the band.
This is straight out of a movie. I think this was in the Blues Brothers. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then we played in a place in Boston that the week after we left, somebody got shot.
Oh no.
But it was there were some interesting times.
Yeah.
But I played for the Arlington Philharmonic, but I played drums for quite a few years, and then I loved music anyway, but I decided I wanted to learn how to play the bass, and I did. So I ended up working. I played both. I played drums and bass on these jobs. I used to split it, and then.
And so for bass, is that a stand-up bass?
Acoustical bass.
Oh, okay. So the big one.
The big one.
Yeah, yeah.
I played electric bass too. After a while.
Yeah.
Sometime it cuts through. With the big band, I played the electric bass because it cut through the other instruments, and it helped.
Yeah.
And then I started playing saxophone, which I still still play, but I haven't played a gig for a long time.
That's quite a leap from bass to saxophone. I mean, you're not even reading the same type of. It's a different clef, right?
Yeah, different clef and a different. The drums. It's only in a couple of lines anyway. There's no notes.
Right. Yeah.
The note values are there, but not the particular note.
Right.
And then when I started playing bass, I had to learn. Of course, I was playing on the bass, and sometimes I'd get stuff in the C clef. The cello plays, I think, in the C clef.
Yep.
So, and we play in the all the clefs. And then when I got the saxophone, now I'm playing in all the clefs.
Yeah.
So it's a good. Was good, and I played a couple of times with the sax.
Yeah.
Played, but the big band we had was a great. We used to do all the old Glenn Miller.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Artie Shaw. We had all those arrangements.
Yeah.
It was a great.
It's music that, I mean, still to this day, it's some of the catchiest. It makes you want to dance.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great era.
Yeah.
Great era. I still miss that music.
Yeah. Now, are you still involved with music now? Did you bring that to?
No. Well, when I first come down here and excuse me. I come down here in '95. When I retired in '95 in the phone company, I worked for them for 40 years.
Oh wow!
So I came down here in '95, and we started doing some jobs for the senior center.
Yeah.
If they had a function, I'd get a band together. I had a band together, and we'd play the function, you know. And then.
And was the band just sort of local people that you knew from visiting in the summer?
A fellow named Charlie Constas.
Yeah.
Charlie's a piano player he's having eye trouble, so. And I had a friend of mine that I had met in a restaurant. He was from Boston. He was a Somerville cop.
Okay.
And he played the saxophone. And I had met him by accident in a restaurant in Middleborough. He says, "Oh, geez, I got to play." So he lived in Wareham. So I got him involved. He was in the Second World War. He was a sailor, and he got stuck during Pearl Harbor. He survived Pearl Harbor. He was he got sunk in one of the ships.
Oh wow!
And he was in. I think he was in there for maybe a couple of days before they got to him. He didn't. It was half sunk, I guess, but he was still living. But he used to play sax, and they ended up playing a duo because I had the class on Monday. They ended up playing for the supportive daycare.
Okay.
One day a week.
Yeah.
So, and we did a couple of functions, but I still practice when I can, but I haven't played that much for.
Yeah.
Outside for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
But it was a good. Musicians are a special breed.
Yeah. Well, it sounds. Yeah. I mean, some great stories. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, they were.
Yep.
They were a little. Some of them were a little crazy too.
Right. Well, it's funny. You talked about working for the phone company for years, and you got involved in computer repair and.
Oh yeah. Well, I started as a lineman, then I worked as an installer, then a PBX installer, then a teletype repairman.
Yeah.
Then I went into engineering for 5 years. We were doing, and it was associated with teletype type work, because that was kind of specialized trade. And then I went back with the tools as a computer repairman, and when I retired, I was out there for about 15 years doing that.
Well, you know, when you talked about musicians being a funny breed, when I first started working in the computer industry back in the 90s myself, they didn't have anybody who was graduating with computer science degrees because it just wasn't as prevalent as it is today.
Yeah.
And so hiring managers would look for people who were musicians because there's something about the brain of a musician who can translate the language of music correlates well to somebody who's
Well,
can
it's
interact
mathematical.
with. It's yeah.
It is mathematically based. So node values and the rest of it. So that's why they probably adapted good to it. You know.
Right. Yeah. Well, Dick, was there anything else you wanted to share about your time in Bourne, or you know your experience being here as a volunteer? And
oh, I met a lot of great people. You know.
Yeah.
It's been great. I have met quite a few people that you know, really good group.
Yeah.
Good group of people.
Yeah.
And I keep active anyway. Grass doesn't usually grow under my feet. So
sounds like you're busier in retirement than a lot of people are during their working life.
I do a lot of, between the blacksmithing, the woodworking, I do a lot of wood carving. So,
yeah. Well, and when you talk about meeting great people, you know, Captain and I have started volunteering at in nursing homes ourselves. We'll go in, and you know, there's times where they invite you in with a dog to greet the residents there, and really working with older people, it's incredible the amazing stories that people have, and and it really is just sort of like a wealth of cool history that are available through the senior center and the senior residences.
Well, there's a lot of knowledge and. You know, there's a lot of experience.
Yeah.
When you have to, sometimes you dig it out, and it's unbelievable.
Right. Yeah.
But it's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Well, nice. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed talking to you and getting to know you better.
Been a
and
pleasure.
now when I see you around town, either at the blacksmith shop or various places, I'll know you by name. So.
And I may get you in my class. So.
All right, I know. I want to carve a whale. I'd be so proud to have something that I carved myself with my own hands.
Yeah.
Now that I know that there's no age limit, I'm very tempted. No age limit, no price. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
No.
So and again, that would be contacting the Bourne Senior Center.
Yes.
To take that class. So maybe we'll see some of our viewers in
that
that class
as I said, it's on a Wednesday. They can just drop in. Just drop in Wednesday 10:30. Find out where I'm in one of the rooms and just come in.
Nice. Wednesday at 10:30.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. I think I'm going to see you there.
Okay.
And thank you so much for joining us as we took this glimpse through the window to the past of Bourne. And if you're interested in talking to us someday, please give us a call. We'd love to talk to you as well at 508-759-8167 if you'd like to share your stories of your time in Bourne. Thanks a lot for being here with us today.